to stand and trade rather than try and box, because Errol said afterwards that he wanted to beat Sean at his own game, because he could have opted to get out boxing more.
Yeah, he could have, couldn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, but people say he ain't got the feet to do that. He ain't got the legs. He flat-footed. He can't move.
Yeah, he's not fleet-footed. He's not fleet-footed.
Mm-hmm.
Footed. Yeah, you can't say he's fleet-footed. He is flat-footed. He's flat-footed. He is flat-footed. But he's good at he's decent at getting angles. I wouldn't say as good as Crawford. Crawford's got better feet. Crawford's not fleet-footed, but he's got better foot movement and placement, I'd say. I'll give him that, because I'm subjective. I keep it down the middle, you know. Even though I'm a Errol fan, I do, you know, I can give it up.
Mm. Yeah, no.
That Crawford does have over Errol.
No, and another question now that that I see across all the comments, and I see a lot of people going back and forth, Errol Spence fans and Terence Bud Crawford's fans, is that Errol Spence is ducking Terence Bud Crawford. How do you feel about this, then? Like you said, you're impartial. You keep it that you tell it down the middle. Is he ducking Bud Crawford?
No, he said that. Remember, they've even both said. Even Crawford said that they've spoken on the phone to each other, FaceTime. They said they're going to get it on. Errol just wants either he gets 3 belts and Terence has 1, or Terence gets 2 and he has 2, and then they meet for it all. He just wants Terence to be his final fight at welterweight, and then he moves up to 154. Because what a lot of people don't realize is Errol, even though, remember, he doesn't want to fight his friend in Charlo, but what I do believe is going to happen, why Errol wants to go up, is because I thought that Brian Castano beat Charlo, and they've got a rematch scheduled for next year, and I think Castano's going to beat Charlo, and I think Errol's going to go up and try and beat that Brian Castano, because that Castano, when I checked BoxRec, I've realised that Castano holds a win over Errol in the amateurs, so he's going to want to run that back.
Yeah, and you believe Errol's got the I was going to say skills, but you think he's got enough to beat Castano?
It's going to be a tough fight, because that Castano is a very strong,
he's
good
a
fighter.
good operator. That guy, he's better than people give him credit for. Way better.
Yeah, because he beat that Patrick Teixeira guy.
He was touted for big things in the game.
Yeah,
at one point I thought he was going to fight Errol Spence for the 154 WBO.
Yeah, but now Errol's going to have to go through that Castano, and that Castano is a serious fighter, man. But Errol's got to fight.
We still got stuck, and then stuff is still like, he's still got business to take care of 147, so this is just all fantasy talk for now, people. Don't worry. We'll let you know if there's any updates in that field, in that area. But yeah, so like I was saying, so you don't think Errol's ducking then?
No.
Crawford is a pugilist boy. Crawford is a surgeon with a killer instinct. Yeah, I can't agree. I can't disagree with that. That's what I've seen. So
yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
He's like what Dan said. He's the final boss.
Yeah, he's M. Bison, man. He's M. Bison.
So he's Errol then.
Errol is Ryu.
Okay, yeah.
Because he'll clock the game.
I didn't Fight Connect. Big up Fight Connect. Fight Connect TV. Hi. Yeah. So let's move on to the upcoming boxing. This week we got TEOFIMO versus KAMBOSOS. Madison Square Garden, I believe. Is this TEOFIMO's first fight since Lomachenko, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's in the Hulu Theatre in Madison Square. It's not in the actual main garden. It's in what used to be called the Felt Forum. So it's in the theatre section, the upstairs bit of the garden. So the week after will be Lomachenko and Comey in the actual main garden. But yeah, TEOFIMO versus George Kambosos Jr. in the Hulu Theatre in Madison Square Garden. It looks to be a very great show.
Mm.
A very good fight coming up. I see it's got very heated in the gym today between the fathers. It looked start fighting each other. Security had to get involved.
Mm.
Dad,
Mm.
TEOFIMO's dad was getting really irate. He was trying to fight Kambosos' dad. George Kambosos is saying he wants to, reignite Australian boxing plus do it for the Greek community because he's Greek as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How do you guys see TEOFIMO looking? Well, straight out the gate, RKO 187 said Teo might look rusty.
Mm.
Oh?
Well, when's the last time you fought?
Fight TV.
Hmm?
It was earlier this year on Fight TV, right?
No, no, Lomachenko.
Yeah. The
I can't remember. I watched it. He fought.
didn't want to pay something, and then now Eddie Hearn went and he was the second bidder, so he won the rights to it, and now it's on DAZN. So yeah, if any of you guys can remind us when that actually
It was on. I checked. It was on. He fought Lomachenko on the 2020.
more than enough for someone like George Kambosos Jr. Because George Kambosos, it's not like he fought recently as well. I remember, well, I'm not sure his last fight, but the last time I saw him fight was against Lee Selby.
Mm. That's last time. Yeah, he fought on the 17th of October 2010. That's when he fought Lomachenko.
And when was George Kambosos' last fight? Wasn't that against Lee Selby? Yes, pugilist. That's Lex's thing breaking up. My thing's fine though. So we're here, guys. We're here.
Yeah, now checking the dates. But yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. When was George Kambosos' last fight? Was that Lee Selby? And when was that fight? Because I'm sure he hasn't had a fight in quite a while because this matchup with TEOFIMO has been quite sort of out due to promotional issues. It's been we're on like the third promoter. It was meant to be Top Ranker, then it ended up on Triller, and then now it's on DAZN. So both of them been out of action for a little bit, to be fair. So I don't think ring rust is going to be an issue. But what's the predictions, guys? Actually, we're just waffling on.
I've got TEOFIMO stoppage early.
You've got
1 to 3. 1 to 3.
Who you're saying that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So anyone wants to make a bit of dough this weekend, won't say Lex didn't show ya. TEOFIMO stoppage 1 to 3.
That's a bold statement, man. 1 to 3. George can move a bit. I think 4 to 6.
4 to 6.
Yeah, because if you watch George, he's a bit of a movie, that guy.
Yeah, but it's in and out. It's not legs. It's the amateur style. It's not.
Yeah. So he's good for 4 rounds. He can get through a 3-rounder or 4-rounder. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. That's
true. 3-rounder, 4-rounder.
Yeah, 4 to 6. Then we'll say stoppage.
Yeah. That man can move for 3-4 rounds, 3 threes or 4 twos, 4 threes, whatever. Or what's the other one? WSB for five threes. WSB, yeah, six round, under 6 round. There you go. Lee Selby, October 2020. So they've both been. It was the same time they fought. Whoa, a month, even yeah.
Same month.
Same month. So both been at 13 months. So yeah, it's a fair fight.
All right. So yeah. So after it's the winner, I'm guessing it's gonna have to see one of the top lightweights in the division because, like, I'm guessing one of these guys got to get on soon, and i.e. I'm talking Devin Haney, Gervonta Davis, Teofimo, Lomachenko. I don't really class Ryan Garcia in that group anymore. I don't know, do you?
He's in the group, but he needs to sort his head out. Tank Davis ain't trying to fight these boys. He's trying to do something else up at 140 or wherever he's trying to do. Something else. The TMT Lelabes, they're doing some weird other stuff. So the only person you're really looking at is Lomachenko. He's still in the mix. You've got Comey there. You've got, and obviously the winner I would expect, and I would like to see them see Devin, because he's got a WBC at the end of the day. So Teofimo, he can pose all he wants with Canelo, but he's not actually the undisputed champion. He's the unified champion.
Do you feel why he feels he's the champion?
I can see why he feels it, but at the end of the day, if
it was him, would you feel like you're the champion? Because I would, if I beat Lomachenko, and obviously he giving up for this franchise, whatnot. I would feel like I'm the WBC champion. I feel like I should be undisputed.
I'd feel like I'm the man. I feel like I'm the man, the number one, which he is. He's the number one in the division. But I wouldn't say I'm the WBC champion until I beat Devin. The reason being is because Devin Haney was actually the mandatory for Lomachenko. He was actually mandatory, not just calling him out. He was the mandatory, and Lomo and Bob swerved it. So that's not Devin's fault. You can call him email all you want, pugilist, but the fact is, Devin called him out. He was a mandatory, and they didn't give him a shot. Why didn't they give the mandatory man his shot? I've posted what Bob was saying to Eddie about the swerving. So they swerved him for a reason. They didn't like that fight. They saw Teofimo as an easy touch. We all did, and he shocked us all because none of us gave him a chance. Let's keep it a buck.
No, but I kept saying on fight week, I think Teofimo was going to do this. I got 2 witnesses anyway, but so we can, when we come back on, I don't know if you want to continue that Facebook. We'll sort that out, and then you can apologize to me on the next live. But I did definitely said I think Teofimo was going to do this. You know, I said that numerous amount of times.
I need to cross-reference your sources.
Yeah, don't worry, that's fine.
I've heard nobody say that. All right.
I was saying I think Teofimo was going to do this. I said that numerous amount of times.
Okay, I need to cross-reference some sources.
No, that's easy work. Bull jab, yeah. Hey, I like that the fake Shannon Sharp about bull jab. I don't use Shannon Sharp's words, but yeah, no. All right, we'll see. Teofimo beat the man. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, he did.
It don't stop there though.
It don't stop there, brother. He didn't beat the mandatory. He did beat the mandatory. He needs to beat the mandatory Kevin at the end of the day. So yes, Teo is the man. He's the number one. That's no question. But until you say you are undisputed, you need to see the man who was in the queue before you, because you was
Ramsey, man.
You was a voluntary defense. You weren't mandatory. So you need to see the mandatory who got swerved for a reason. That's just my opinion. But who have you guys got out of Teofimo and George Kambosos? I ain't even seen no predictions.
Everyone's got Teo. Teo beat everyone's got Teo.
Yeah?
We only got 4.
Yeah.
But let's start winding down now anyway. So I was going to talk about the fights coming up, but I think we should wait till the next live because we got Devin and Gervonta in 2 weeks or 1 in a week's time, 1.5 weeks away. Yeah,
we'll do that next week because we've got to do yard and half next week as well.
Yeah, and also we'll talk about the Jake Paul as well. But yeah, man, I appreciate it. I appreciate everyone that was in the live today. Fight Fan TV, from the Fight Fan TV family, we appreciate you. This platform was all for the fans. We do this for the fans. And, you know, anytime as well, as we're starting to interview boxers more, if you want any tough questions you want us to ask the fans, we won't be scared to do it. This ain't IFL TV, nothing like that. This is not censored. We're all here for the fans, and we appreciate you.
And if you do want to ask a question when we do have them on, all you do is hit that question mark button below. and you type it in.
Yeah, and also if any shows, any questions you see, any boxes, because we go to shows and that stuff. So any questions you have in your head that we might not catch them on live, but we might catch them on the show, and you want us to ask them, feel free to hit us in the DMs, hit us on any platform, and yeah, we're accessible as well, man.
Yep. And also,
Devin's fighting a bum. See, Devin's not fighting a bum though.
yeah, Jojo's not a bum.
He's not a bum.
See, you can't say stuff like that. That's casual talk, and you're not a casual, so you should know better than to say something like that. But
so
make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube at Fight Fan TV Live.
If you're still there, subscribe to the YouTube channel. You catch a lot of Dan's interviews. He's been holding it down since I'm in the way. Appreciative, and also follow the page as well, and send the page, man, to everyone that you know loves boxing, man, and also loves UFC as well, because this is all about the fight game, man.
Well, so, MMA, it's not just UFC, because we do PFL.
Yeah, so I apologize.
Bellator.
MMA.
Yeah.
Because that's like me saying Matchroom, innit?
Yeah. But also, I'm going to try and get a new Twitter page up, because the one we've got currently, something's happened. I don't know if a hater took it down, or I don't know.
Yeah,
something
got hacked, I think.
Yeah, it got hacked. So we need to set up a new Twitter page. Also, be looking forward to next year. We'll be looking to have a show which will be in a more professional setting, like a studio setting. So look out for that.
And we have boxers on as well.
Yep. So we have got big things coming. I know some of you have been saying you want it to look more professional. You know, we've had some, glitch issues.
Who was saying that? Who was saying that? Let me sort them out. Who was saying that?
Not just some of the feedback. We're at the embryonic stage of our journey here, so we'll look back on some of these glitches, like Wi-Fi faults and light faults, and we'll laugh in 5 years' time when we're blown. But so that's why I want you guys to keep it a buck with me and tell me if you want to see improvement, because if you just keep, blowing smoke up us, then we're just going to be complacent. So I appreciate everything, positive, negative, constructive. And we appreciate you all. So yeah, it's Danny Glover, it's Lex, it's Fight Fan TV Live. Remember, persistence beats resistance.
We are.